All right, let's take a moment just to ground ourselves into the practice. You might like to lift up the toes and place them back down. And just roll from any side you like, forward, back, left and right. And you might like to feel into that quality of lower body being heavy and settled and upper body being open and adaptable. Whatever comes in, always just allowing rather than resisting. Let's start today by rolling our shoulders. Just take a big shrug up to the ears and behind. Any cracks or pops, just let them be there. So much happening in our shoulders and neck. Just allow yourself to explore. You might even try one shoulder at a time. And then when you're ready, we'll take our hands up to our shoulders, elbows high, big circles. Just allowing the shoulder blades to separate and then maybe come closer. And then rolling the elbows back the other direction. Let's bring our hands together, interlace the fingers, and we'll just roll through the wrists. And then we'll shake out the hands. Just let your hands be loose and maybe side to side, maybe up and down. And then we might just roll through the joint. Let's take our hands to our hips. We'll lift one heel and roll through that ankle. Maybe changing directions. And then straight over to the other side, lift the heel, rolling. And we'll bring the hands back. Let's bring our legs together, feet together. And just cup your knees, very small circles. You might like to change direction. Keep pressing through the toes and heels. And then we'll bring the feet back out hip width and roll through the hips. Maybe changing direction again. All right, let's bring our feet back under the hips. We'll take one hand behind the body and then the other. And at the start, just keep your knees and your hips facing forward. Just slowly allow the shoulder to open out. And you might like to just follow the fingers with the eyes. Opening out a little further, twisting through the spine. Let's bring arms down by the side of the body. Take a breath in. Sigh out, right hand comes down towards the outside of the knee. Inhale to come up standing, and then exhale, open out. And just keep moving side to side. Just let your body slowly open out. You feel those muscles in the side of the body. You might like to take one arm over the head Extending the stretch a little more. One more each side. And we'll just allow our arms to be heavy and rotating the spine, letting the arms knock against the body. Maybe just taking a minute to invite a cheeky little grin onto the corners of the mouth, just noticing that feeling of softening and relaxing through all the muscles of the face. Doesn't matter if you have nothing to smile about, nothing to laugh about, just do it just to see how it feels. Let's take our swing a little higher, just let the natural arc of the arms come up until you reach your lung point, just inside the shoulder. And whenever you feel ready, just slowly let your arms come back by the side of the body. We'll start today with our box breath. Before we actually do a movement, let's just bring our palms to our dantian, fold one hand over the other. You might just like to empty out. Let's take a breath in together. Feel the belly expand, and then pause at the top of the breath before we sigh out. And then we'll pause again. Inhale, belly expands. Pause the breath at the top, effortless, and then sigh out. Pausing the breath again. So just notice this four-sided breath, inhaling. Pausing the breath at the top. And then exhaling. And waiting for the next breath to come. When it does, the belly expands. We wait at the top of the breath. When we need to, we sigh out. And then pause again. So just keep this breath going in your own time. And you might notice if your shoulders are staying heavy through the whole cycle of the breath. Your chin and jaw are relaxed. Your weight in the heels. And just giving each breath all the time it needs. No rushing, no pushing, no striving. And you might extend that out into your day. No problem solving, no trying to change. Just allowing life to be with you, not against you, not challenging you. Just being in the flow of life. All right, we're going to do a gentle movement now to connect with this box breath. Let's interlace our fingers. We'll take a breath in, lifting up as we breathe in. Turn at the heart, press up and look up. Pause the breath to bring the eyes forward. And then sigh out, sinking down. Emptying out. Wait for the next breath to come. When it does, lift up. Pause the breath at the top. The eyes come forward. And then sighing out. Just remembering you don't have to be in sync with my breath. Everybody is different and every day we're different. So just follow your own breath. Listen to your own body. We start every practice exactly where we are, with all our imperfections, with all our judgments. And what can we learn today? Really sink into the heels when you sigh out. Might imagine yourself as the tallest tree. Deep roots, steady, heavy in the ground, reliable, dependable, shelter for everybody that we care about. Lifting up. And letting go. Let's bring our palms to the belly. Let's take a few moments in stillness. As always, this is our goal. So we might do one practice for each of the 5 elements today. And we'll start with our wood element today. We're going to step one leg forward and take one leg behind. And you might like to bend this front knee so that it's stacked directly over the ankle. And the back toes can be just turned in a little bit. So you feel the leg muscles, the muscles on the inside of your legs kind of drawing in towards each other as you press into the feet. We're going to inhale to draw energy back towards the hips. And then we turn our palms, bring our little fingers together and sigh out as we lean forward. So we're inhaling to lean back. And we're exhaling. Just find your flow with your breath here. This is usually called the monkey presenting fruit. As I'm sure you know by now, monkey is maybe the animal monkey, but also just this idea that our mind is like a monkey, always swinging from tree to tree. Each thought is just like swinging to a new tree. And apparently we have 65,000 thoughts every day. Seems ridiculous, but some scientists have counted these. And each thought is just like swinging to a new tree. No wonder we're exhausted. So the monkey presents fruit, this idea of opening our chest, drawing our hands together, an offering, reaching out. Make sure you don't put any pressure on your knee. One more time. And we'll step our back leg forward and we'll just switch straight to the other side. So come into that same bow stance, knee stacked over the ankle. Feel that engagement of the leg muscles. If you feel a little imbalance, you can take your feet a little wider on the mat. And just like before, inhaling, leaning back, turn the palms, sigh out, lean forward. Inhale and exhale. Find a flow with your own breath. Each breath, we're drawing in new learning, new ideas, maybe a new identity. And each sigh out, we're letting go of whatever is fixed, whatever stops us from adapting and dealing with life as it comes. Opening the chest as we breathe in. Letting go as we lean forward. Let's do one more together. Step the back leg in. And bring the feet back under the hips. You might wrap one hand over the other. This is my destination. This is my goal. Stillness. And if your mind's still busy, that's okay too. Just notice where it's taking you, what the thoughts might be, swinging to another tree. So now we'll come to our fire element. We'll take both arms by the side of the body. Take a breath in to take the arms wide out to shoulder height. We'll pause the breath to turn the palms up. And we'll exhale to draw the hands in front of the body. Inhale to draw energy in. And then we'll exhale to turn the hands and push up. Turn the fingers back so the wrists come together. And then sigh out, hands come down. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, hands come in front of the body. Draw in energy into the body. Turn out to push up, sigh out. You might press through the ground as well with your feet. Turn the wrists in towards each other. And then sigh out all the way down. So as you flow this time, you might just tuck in your chin, keep your weight over the heels. Just notice that flow of breath in and out. Inhale, drawing energy in. Exhale, lifting up. Turn the wrists back towards each other. And then sigh out, hands come down. Keep flowing in your own breath. You might feel like the arms are just an extension of your lungs. Big breath in as our wrists come back together and then sigh out. Let's do one more together. Palms can come back to the belly. You might notice as the practice goes on that our legs feel a little heavier, a little more steady. Let's notice any feeling in the body, feeling of calm, feeling of movement. Every time we do Qigong, we're doing energy work. We're showing our body the template or the muscle memory to move towards stillness. So coming to our earth element form today, we'll start with our right hand stacked over the left in the center of the body. And before you move anything, just notice as you breathe in and out, belly expanding, spine still, and just notice that feeling of energy in between the palms. You might not notice anything, but bring your attention right into the middle of the palm. Notice that feeling there. We're going to take a breath in here. As we sigh out, lower hand rolls around in a big kind of circle, a figure 8, and then we inhale to draw it back into the center. As we exhale, our top hand draws the circle as well. Inhale back to the middle, and then we exhale. So see if you can find your own rhythm. Always inhaling to come back to center and exhaling as the arm moves away from the heart. We teach our body to always come back towards balance, towards harmony, to allow whatever is happening on the periphery to happen. Our natural way is always to move back towards balance. Just like in nature and homeostasis, this sense of always growing and changing and evolving, but also within the laws of the universe or the laws of nature, the seasons, the time. Often when I do this form, my ears pop. Never quite sure why. Something to do with balancing right brain and left brain, I guess. Let's draw the palms back to the belly. Now we come to our metal element form. Today we'll float the arms up in front of the body, just like we're holding a tree, fingers slightly apart, thumbs curled in a little. Weight in the heels, chin tucked in, spine is long. Take a breath in. As you sigh out, turn the hands and the spine towards the side. And then we'll inhale to open our chest wide. Turn back to the front and then sigh out. Take a breath in again. This time we turn the opposite side. Just let your shoulders slowly open. Inhale to open the arms wide. Exhale, sigh out. So just find a rhythm here. Breathing as preparation for movement. Breathing to open. Letting go. Let's do one more each side. And slowly bring the arms back. Last time in stillness, just notice, you might listen a little more. Noticing any sounds or maybe just the feeling of air on your skin. Maybe the taste in your mouth, the feeling of your tongue resting on the roof of the mouth. As we slow down, we tend to notice a little more. We tend to listen a little deeper. Become more attentive, less distracted. So just take a moment to notice that feeling. Our last form today, we're going to do our teacups form, and I apologize that this one's a little tricky to have on a screen. It might confuse you, but hopefully you know it by now. We'll take our left hand knuckles to the spine. Just rest them right against the kidneys and just feel a little bit of warmth as you hold your hand there. And when you're ready, we're going to sigh out, take our right hand across the body. We'll take a breath in as we take it in front, up and all the way behind. And now we turn our fingers, keeping the palm facing up. And then we sigh out as we take it across the body again. So just take your time. And if you get a little bit confused about which side you're meant to be on, that's okay. Just trust your body's intuition to show you the path of flowing, twisting the spine. Big one to remember is always keep your eyes on your fingers. Let your hand guide the twisting of the spine. When the spine doesn't want to twist anymore, the hand stops and turns. And you might find as you continue to go through the movement that your twisting can be a little deeper, but just allow your body to fold into this. No rushing, no needing to get there. Breathing in as we take our hand behind the body. And breathing out as we roll it back across. And you might like to just switch around now. Take the right hand to the lumbar spine, left hand across the body. Inhale, lifting up. Keep your weight between both feet. You might shift your attention a little to one side, but keep pressing through both feet the whole way. And the next time we roll around, you might like to take both hands to the lumbar spine and just rub around, all around the base of the tailbone. And you might even like to just shake out arms, shake out legs. Let's take our hands down. Just let our head be heavy and pressing through the feet. Not trying to touch our toes, just letting our head be heavy, arms hanging down. Take a breath or two here. Just sigh it out. And slowly floating back up, roll through each vertebrae. And you might come back up to stand and roll the shoulders. We're going to finish today's practice same way we started, by turning our palms forward, lift up and reach up. Take a breath in. And exhale, sink down. Lifting up light as you can. And letting go. And one more time. Let's create a last little bit of heat. Not that we need it today, it's going to be a hot one. And maybe bring the hands up to the face, just a small moment in gratitude. Might be gratitude to yourself for practicing, or just to somebody else in your life, somebody who has helped you during the day, today, or recently. Whoever that person is, just bring an image of them into your mind and express gratitude for being in your life. We'll draw our palms together and do the same to each other. Just acknowledge shared energy of coming to the mat each time.